Visit our sponsor, Bonner & Partners, right now at cashcutoff.com. That's cashcutoff.com. Bill Bonner's research network predicted the fall of the Soviet Union, the rise of Muslim terrorism, the Japanese crash, and the financial meltdown of 2008. Now his firm Bonner & Partners has published a more dire warning. What happens in the event your ATM doesn't work, your credit card is denied? What if you can't sell your investments? Although this might sound implausible to some, it's a very real possibility. A run on cash. Think about it. How do you pay for goods and services if credit doesn't work? Who among you, your friends and family, actually have more than a few dollars in their pocket? Claim your full intelligence file right away. Get 4 research reports, plus the free book, Hormageddon, and a 12-month all-access pass to the Bill Bonner letter for just $49. It's risk-free for 60 days. Get the Great American Credit Collapse, the Crisis Money Guide, how to get your own homestead on the cheap, and much more. Click the link below right now to register at cashcutoff.com.
Perpetual, endless, timeless, infinite war. Perpetual, timeless, infinite, perpetual war to infinity. So they can use it against you, so they can raise the terror alert, so they can justify the surveillance state. Today, it's why they're spying on you, America. It's why they're listening in on your conversations, the things you don't want other people to hear. They need to know, because the terror alert is so high. They need to protect you even though they can't, and even though these tragic events occur pretty much on a weekly basis now. And these people hate us. Again, don't ask any questions, but they need to spy. They need to violate the Constitution and rape it repeatedly. They need to get away with this, folks. Okay? They're only here to protect you, to look out for your best interests. So when they're listening to your conversations and wiretapping your house through illegal search and seizure because they've put you on a quote-unquote terror list, they need to do it. And you need to withdraw all your freedom and rights as an American today. It's just the right thing to do, America. Even Donald Trump wants more surveillance, folks. He thinks we need more. It's not enough that they're watching you and your wife make love later tonight or studying your internet porn addiction and other perversions. It's not enough. They need more access, more control, more power. Mark Zuckerberg needs a few more $1 billion. That's the honest to God truth. He needs it so he can buy up more strategic real estate and make sure the little people can't even look him in the eye. When I say these things, they should be absolutely unbelievable. It should be shocking. Some of you might just be giggling like little girls right now because it's so ridiculous. And you can't even make this stuff up because it's reality and it's the truth. This is America, folks. Land of the free, home of the brave. Again, we just celebrated July 4th, Star Spangled Banner, fireworks going on, and here we are in this absolute police state, absolute surveillance state. But again, just be assured, America, that there's justification for it. Inch by inch, death by 1,000 cuts, which has been the agenda, whether or not it's gun control or surveillance, ever since the Manchurian president Barack Obama took office. It's the truth. I can prove it. In fact, I'm going to have our video editors recut a lot of what I call AMTV classic videos, many that you've never seen, predicting a lot of the events, and I don't get everything right, but predicting a lot of the events that we see now. Increased surveillance state, the algorithm that makes up these too big to fail tech giants now that are more powerful than the U.S. government, the wars and the destabilization that has only continued in places like Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Yemen, Syria. I mean, we've got playlists, folks. Dozens and dozens of videos, hours of coverage before it happened. I'm no genius, but I can wade through the bullshit. That's why you're tuning in here. I can see it just like you guys can. Maybe you just don't have a platform to say it. It's why I'm acting on your behalf. It's my duty as an American, as a freedom-loving person, as a freedom-oriented person to the world. I can see how the media narrative is developing before the media pundits do so, and even the media giants do so themselves. See, what's interesting about AMTV is that I'm not controlled, right? I'm not bought. I can say whatever I want. In fact, pretty much we're directing just ourselves everything. It's just real opinion, real truth, hard-hitting and in your face, wade through the bullshit. And you can't get it anywhere but here. It's really what's so amazing about it. It's what actually kind of juices me, gets me excited. Again, anger can be a good thing, and we have to understand that there are far more powerful forces at work than Hillary Rodham Clinton or Barack Obama. Faces of this regime. It's far more powerful, far more integrated. You know, you get a taste of it kind of at the Bilderberg meetings. We've got some great journalists, you know who these people are on the ground, that go out and capture these interviews and just, you know, brings it to the attention that this stuff's actually happening, not in the public eye, not in the public sphere. It's not that it's a surprise, but again, very powerful, sinister forces at work. The body bag count lists that I just referenced, scary shit. I mean, let's be honest, it's scary, but it's the truth. Like, you can't make up these scandals. I'm not making up Benghazi Gate. I'm not making up Whitewater. I'm not making up Monica Lewinsky. I'm not making up John Ash. Again, fire back at all your critics. They're like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, even though it's just truth, with hard evidence. Send them article after article after article after article, video after video after video after video, proof after proof after proof after proof, until they just can't stomach it anymore. So what's happened to a lot of us is you become enlightened and you wake up and there's that elevated awareness of what's really going on. Even people, I think they know it deep down, they just don't want to believe it. Because once you believe it and turn the corner and you understand that it is reality, it flips this entire model on its head. You suddenly feel very insecure. You realize that your own government can't be trusted, which is exactly why the founding fathers set up this constitutional republic the way it is from the get-go, because a fundamental point of the U.S. Constitution and the establishment of this country is that big government can't be trusted, especially over the long haul, which is where we are now. A totally and completely all-powerful unilateral government, federal government acting on your behalf in every facet of your life, whether or not it's big technology, what they're integrated with there, with the 5 big tech monopolies that somehow that's okay now. Monopolies are okay in America, or it's the media that is controlled, or it's just politicians that these people in the smoking room own. The James Comeys of the world that are supposed to be acting and taking an oath of office in the best interest of the American people. I mean, that's why the checks and balances are there, right? You do realize that. That's why there's these people, supposedly, like Loretta Lynch, Attorney General, and Comey here, is they're supposed to be the check to balance criminals, fraud. But see, it's not working. That's the fundamental point here that Americans need to understand. It's not working. So what did the founding fathers also do? Well, they set up an environment that said if it's not working any longer, then the American people need to take action, just like Sarah Palin has recommended. You need to be the foot soldiers on the ground. And you can do all this peacefully, right? You can write your politicians, you can protest in the street, you can get our media out, any kind of media that is, giving an alternative perspective to what's really going on. You can vote with your wallets. You don't have to bank with any of the too big to fail banks. Go to your credit union. Take your money elsewhere. Support media like us that isn't controlled, bought, and paid for like CNN or Fox News. Vote with your wallets. It's actually one of the most powerful things. Why do you think they keep interest rates at 0 and keep lubricating and masturbating the system like some hooker? They've got to keep you spending and engaged in this system. JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America folks need your support. They need your loans so that they can take $1 and create 10 out of thin air. That's what they call banking, and loan it to everybody else, and then trade on their own derivative accounts with your cash deposits. They need your support, otherwise they go out of business. Just like these politicians, it's what has made Donald Trump so rare. It's why he's been this outlier that has kind of superseded the traditional political model, because Americans are voting a different way politically. Vote with your wallets. Again, why do we have 0% interest rates? They want you to spend. Leverage, 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 leverage. They need it. It's why there's 0 and negative interest rates. It's why they've only bumped up once and real rates have collapsed. It's why gold is doing very well. It's why prepping is important. Physically and intellectually and spiritually. It is my mission to get the truth out to the American people and the people of the world. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my best. Honest to God, I'm doing my best. Every single day, honestly, it's a lot of pressure, folks. I'm doing my best for you. I ask that you return the favor. Very angry today.